my thing with the academy, my lad's there, and he's there a lot, obviously 20, 30 other kids in the group. And what they do is fantastic. I mean, we always say, when we played on the street, we did this, I played Sunday League football. But if you're asking me, I'd rather go and train with the best kids in Liverpool 3 or 4 times a week. That's going to improve me rather than, kicking the ball against the shed.
Yeah,
of course. Listen, it does. But what was interesting the weekend is, it's not so much... I'm not criticising Liverpool's academy by any means, but you have this way of, I think again, about this is how we play, this is what we do. You're talking about Troy Deeney, Watford. You've got to adapt to that on the day. Now, they had a game on Sunday and the weather, the weather's like, it was terrible. The wind. Now, obviously the kids like to play from the back and they like to do, pass the ball, which is fantastic. But when the weather's like that, and the wind was against them first half, you've got to change. Otherwise, I said before, you're committing suicide. You're going to lose the game. Now, people may say, oh no, they've got to keep doing the right things. That's education. I think doing it the other way is education.
Yeah.
Understanding, okay, we're playing against someone, we've got the wind, we've got to stick in here till half time. We'll have the wind second half, we can play our football then. That's, I mean, I obviously speak to my own lad a lot about the game and where he can get better in different things, but my big thing is that, knowing what to do. There's no set thing to do in football. The score, the time of the game, who you're playing against, everything changes your decisions on the pitch. Sometimes away from home a draw is a good result. You're not running after the ball. I remember Andre Wisdom's first few games. We were at Chelsea, 1-1. He's running to get the ball. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Now, if you're drawing away at Norwich, hurry up and get the ball. We want to get a winner. It's understanding the game and the different ways you want to adapt in the game.
Is this, on this, you mentioned adapting on the day there and thinking about it. I mean, there's the fact that, as an example, we've had big centre-halves who struggle with Duncan Ferguson, and on the whole, when you dealt with Duncan Ferguson, you dealt with him pretty well. You were working it out all the time. And do you think that's a big issue here, is sort of giving the younger footballers, the basis to work things out for themselves, rather than just going, there you are, this is the set, this is the way this works. This is the challenge that's in front of you, you've got to work it out, rather than, as you just said there, this is the way we play. Yeah.
That was, I mean, maybe that's the flip side of kids being at the academy so much. They're getting the messages all so much that they're actually getting spoon-fed. They're not actually, maybe if I was on the street, you're working things out for yourself. Maybe that's another way of looking at it. But when I was growing up at Liverpool, a lot of it was work it out yourself. And that's what the coaches would say. There wasn't, I mean, Graham Souness, he tells you great stories about Ronnie Moran, Bob Paisley. The first time he walked in the dressing room, his first game, he said no one said a word to him before the game. And he actually said, what is it you want me to do? And they're like, well, we've just paid 400 grand for you, and you're telling us you should know. Go out and play. Listen, I know
that makes you a brighter player, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. And